Good evening, y'all. Howdy, it's BlackServal here, and we're back for Prehistoric Planet Season 2 review and discussion. In today's video, we will talking about the second episode that is Badlands. I tell you now that there will be mild spoiler ahead, so it's best if you stop watching this video before watching the second episode first. Speaking of Badlands, the first appears in my mind is some place of environment that there is not a good place for the livings. But the second episode reveals that some prehistoric species take the advantage of the danger of badlands. The first badlands taking place in volcanic biome, taken in India. You see, the area is covered with volcanic rocks, sand, and dust. You can see lava splashing in the background, and the air is not safe for the livings. But the first species revealed is the Isisaurus. There was a large group of female Isisaurs marching to empty caldera to lay eggs. Well, that's probably something unusual, but makes sense. Some dinosaurs may sitting on their eggs to keep them warm, but not with Isisaurs. Isisaurs discovered that they buried their eggs near volcanic zone. They use geothermal to keep their eggs warm. Also, I like the design and coloration of adult ichthyosaurs. The stripe patterns on their neck is beautifully fit. The next one taking place in other region of Asia, probably what is now Mongolia. It reveals hatchling of baby velociraptor. Their surrounding area is dry and desert, but there lies a forest with waters that made a magnet for herbivores. A large number of mixed sauropods, they mentioned Nemectosaurus with other Mongolian Titanosaurus. I'm guessing it's the Opisto Silicaudia or something like. Please correct me in the comment below if I spell it right. Or Mongolosaurus. But there is a small herbivore with them. It's a Prenocephale. Prenocephale is a member of Pachycephalosauria and they look close to Homalocephale. They were marching together to reach the food source, but they must through maze of canyon. But there's the predators like Velociraptor and Tarbosaurus away to ambush the herbivore. The sauropods were too big for the Tarbosaurus to take down, so just causing a panic and they got a juvenile probably. Same with the Velociraptor, they got a Prenocephale. Another place that was a group of Corythoraptor nesting, but they were all male who taking care of the nest. I like how the males taking the risk to take care of the nest. Something new about uh, Corythoraptors that they search for food on nighttime and they didn't go all at once, so they can rely on their neighbor to take a watch other nests. And they're always a predator. Curricula. Relative to Velociraptor, it has a better vision than the Corythoraptors. Curricula ate some eggs before got spotted by other Corythoraptors. At least it got an egg for its babies. Moving on, the next segment we saw young Tarchia. Tarchia is a medium-sized ankylosaurid with a big nose that functional as air conditioning system. They were traveled from dry land in search of food and water. This get cute moment when they reach an oasis and disturbed by the Prenocephale. Then there's another one, um, much bigger, but the two took the place. Switching place to the first location in Tekken, the babies Isisaurus finally hatched. They looked so adorable, but it turned to disgusting when they ate their mother's tongue, but scientifically those tongue could provide good bacteria for uh, the babies. And then they travel back to leave the volcanic zone and find the forest to join the adults. On their way, they must facing the danger of hot spring and predators like Rajasaurus. Rajasaurus is a belisaurid theropod like Carnotaurus and Majangasaurus. It getting intense when Rajasaurus hunts the baby's Isisaurus. It becomes like deadly hide and seek, but eventually many babies Isisaurus survive that. So episode 2 Badlands a lot better than the first one in my opinion. I learned some new things like Isisaurus buried their eggs in caldera and using the geothermal to keep the eggs warm, and then Tarchia air conditioning system sounds surprising. Also, corridor raptor watching over other neighbor nests is extraordinary. I need to learn more about this. So some new dinosaur like Prenocephale, Tarchia, Curcula, Isisaurus, Rajasaurus, and Nemectosaurus, and unknown Titanosaur. That's it. Um, my favorite is Isisaurus because of their design and how they prefer Caldera to lay eggs. And my favorite moment is when Rajasaurus hunting the babies Isisaurus, and the soundtrack is pretty intense. There are many cute things in this episode, but there are always the predators to make us say, "Oh no, not that one." Well, I think that made Prehistoric Planet special. It feels natural and extraordinary. Well, I guess that's all for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and let me know you have something in mind. If you like something you like to ask or discuss, just put that in the comment below. I would like to hear that from you guys. So yeah, as usual, I will see you on the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen.